Veterans Day. Its history and meaning. Before we dive into the passage, let's take a moment to review some key vocabulary words you'll see in this reading. Veteran. A veteran is a former member of any of the branches of the United States military. Selfless. Being selfless is the opposite of selfish. If you are selfless, you think less of yourself and more about others. Armistice. An armistice is an agreement between two countries to stop fighting. Commemorate. To commemorate is to honor, remember, and celebrate a person or event in a way that pays tribute to their sacrifice and bravery. Dignitary. A dignitary is a person of high rank or honor in a government or the military. Remembrance. A remembrance is the act of recalling something or someone from the past in a respectful way. Sacrifice. A sacrifice is something you give up for a better cause. Cherish. To cherish something is to hold that something dear. Now it's time to read the passage. Follow along if you have the text in front of you, and if not, no problems, just listen along. Veterans Day. It might seem as if the only heroes are in movies. But that would be wrong. There are heroes that live and work among us every day, our veterans. Veterans are men and women who are serving or who have served in any of the armed forces. Veterans Day is a special day when we come together to honor and show our appreciation for these brave men and women who have served in our nation's military. The purpose of Veterans Day. Veterans Day, which is celebrated on November 11th every year, has a clear and significant purpose: to honor and thank all the men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces. These brave individuals, known as veterans, have selflessly dedicated their lives to protect our country and its freedoms. On Veterans Day, we show our gratitude and respect for their sacrifices and service. The history of Veterans Day. World War I. The origins of Veterans Day can be traced back to the end of World War I. The armistice or ceasefire ending World War I was signed on November 11, 1918, at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. This day became known as Armistice Day, a day to commemorate the end of the war to end all wars. This specific timing was significant, and it has since become an important symbol associated with Veterans Day. It is a moment to honor the end what was hoped to be the last World War and to pay tribute to the veterans who served in World War I and all wars since. The Great Depression and World War II. In the years that followed, the United States went through a difficult period known as the Great Depression. Many Americans were struggling with poverty and hunger. Germany was invading its neighboring countries in Europe and Japan was attempting to conquer smaller countries in Southeast Asia. On December 7, 1947, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor and the United States entered World War II. This war was even more destructive than the first, and many more brave soldiers served and died in it. Eisenhower's Proclamation. After World War II, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed a proclamation in 1954, officially changing Armistice Day to Veterans Day. He did this to expand the holiday's scope and honor the veterans of all wars, not just World War I. This made sense because, over time, the United States has been involved in other wars, like the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Gulf War. How we honor those who served. Parades and ceremonies. Across the country, people celebrate Veterans Day with parades, ceremonies, and gatherings. These events often involve veterans themselves, who proudly wear their uniforms and share their stories with the community. It's a time to say, thank you, to these heroes. At the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, which is located inside Arlington National Cemetery, the President and other dignitaries attend a solemn ceremony that honors our fallen veterans. It is here that they lay a wreath on the tomb in remembrance of the many brave men and women who have lost their lives defending the United States. Flags and poppies. Another way to show our respect and gratitude on Veterans Day is by displaying the American flag. Many people also wear red poppies as a symbol of remembrance. This tradition began after World War I, inspired by the famous war poem, In Flanders Fields, which mentioned poppies growing on the battlefields. Education and reflection. In school, we learn about the importance of Veterans Day. We are encouraged to think about the sacrifices our veterans have made for us and our freedom. Often schools will invite veterans from the community to come and speak to students about their lives and their commitment to their country. Veterans Day is not just another day off from school or work, it's a day to remember, honor, and thank the brave men and women who have protected our nation. Their sacrifices ensure that we can live in a country where freedom and peace are cherished. So, on November 11th, don't forget to say, thank you, to a veteran, stop and reflect on those that served, and remember that our freedom is built upon the shoulders of these extraordinary heroes. Thanks for watching. This video was created by Teach with Tina to support learning at home and in the classroom. You'll find lesson plans and activities linked in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun and meaningful learning ideas.